Hey guys, Mr. V over here doing a book review today for Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. Before I get into my book review, I want you guys to know that I try to do a spoiler-free book review, so if you see me looking down, I just have some notes. So, let's get into the book review for Slaughterhouse 5 by Kurt Vonnegut. The main premise for this book, I cannot even say, as there's too many things going on and it's just too crazy and I don't want to give anything away about it, but there's just too many things going on that even if you try to look at the back of the book jacket, they don't even tell you what the book is about. It's just too many crazy things. So, but you can see it's a fairly short book. You can finish within a few hours, so you can go into the book without even knowing what it's about and it'll still be a lot of fun. But if you guys decide to go read this book, you want to make sure that you go in with a pretty open mind, because this is like a semi-sci-fi type of book where it has some aliens or some time travel like within the chapters. And it's nothing too deep, but you want to definitely go in with an open mind, which you'll hear me talk about in just a bit, because it is semi-sci-fi, but it's definitely an interesting story. It grabs you from the beginning because you never know where the story is heading, but it's a lot of fun when you're reading it because he has a lot of like interesting satire in there. And there's just something fun about the book. I can't really describe it, but there's just something fun about it that I just wanted to keep reading it. Again, it will only take you a few hours, but it was still fun. I never wanted to really put the book down. And the main character of the book, Billy, he's a World War II vet. And it keeps jumping between like the present and the past, where he will think about World War II at times and he jumps to the past and he's experiencing things of World War II. Then he'll jump to the present. But there's even times in the book where he was taken by an alien life form and he's taken to another planet light years away. And it's not quite like what you would think. Not only the alien life forms aren't what you think, but even the other planet is not how you would think. So that's also a lot of fun and it's definitely entertaining. But he keeps even jumping in the book between his time at that other planet and the time on Earth. And it was like, is he currently on Earth? And then he thinks about the other planet and he just keeps jumping between it. Based off the way I'm describing it, and even when you read the book, sometimes it will seem scattered and all over the place, as you can hear me describe it. But somehow it works. And it was not confusing because it somehow works because like he's doing continual like time travel jumping, because sometimes he is talking about the aliens, sometimes he's in the present on Earth, sometimes he's in the World War II thoughts. And while he's doing this, it is not confusing, but you can see he's jumping between aliens, the present, World War II, his time during World War II, and there's just something like fun about it. And that's why I said I can't even describe what the plot is about because there's so much jumping around. But you are continually like wondering, not only like what will happen, like what is the next stage, like what's going to happen now when he's on that alien life form planet, like what's going to happen. But you continue to wonder when you're reading the book, is he doing time travel? Is he actually have like a form of like PTSD from the war? Is he dreaming all of this? Is he actually just going crazy? Like, what's going on? And a lot of it will make more sense if you read the book, but even if you see this short review, you'll see like what I'm saying is like you do wonder like, okay, well, what's going on in the book? And that's what's fun about it though. He does a great job of just making it fun because he keeps you engaged with fun situations. He has entertaining writing. He has good dialogue in there. And I would say he actually even does like a decent character development. You can see the book is actually very short and it's not even that big a book. It's very short. And he does different character development. You can't do much with such a short book, but you get just a decent feeling for who the main character is and who some of the minor characters are. So I think he does a good job with that as well. Now, some of the things I did not like about the book, it was just very few, was that he doesn't really describe the scenery much. Like he doesn't describe how the characters look too much. So he doesn't also describe the scenery. He'll say which place it is, but he doesn't describe what it looks like much. Occasionally he'll throw something in, but he doesn't do that much. So it makes it a little hard sometimes to completely imagine it. But, that's just a minor thing. And that was really the only thing I didn't like about the book, because most of it I said was it was just an interesting and a fun book. Some points in the book, it's hard to see like what's going on or like what the point of that chapter is. It makes sense later. But even when you have trouble like understanding, like, hey, what is the point of what's going on? That adds to the fun a bit because I said the book's kind of like all over the place, but all over the place in a good way. And it's kind of fun in that aspect. So it's a lot of fun. It just kept me interested throughout the whole book. I kept wanting to just keep reading it. It's a short book, so it's very easy to finish. And I definitely would recommend this book, but you want to go in with an open mind. You want to keep an open mind when you go into the book and when you're reading the book. And like, okay, what's going on? And, you just want to see, because it is a little crazy throughout the book. And by the end of the book, I think you'll enjoy it and you'll see why he wrote it and just some of the fun things that he has to do with it. Now, let me give it my official rating right now. So I always rate my books on a scale of 0 to 10, with a 0 being an awful book. A 5 is an average, and a 10 is phenomenal. If it's anywhere near 10, put it on your reading list, because I'm a very tough critic. Because again, a 5 is average. It's hard to move up even 1 point in my rating system. So for Slaughterhouse 5, I'm going to give this book a 6.5, which is pretty good in my rating system, but it's a solid 6.5. As I said during my review, it's just an entertaining book. It's very fun, has a lot of fun elements to it, and that's why I recommend it, and I rated it a solid 6.5. If you guys have any questions or comments, please post it in the comment section below, because I love to hear your comments, your opinions. If you want to see more book reviews like you saw today, hit the subscribe button, as I always upload multiple different types of book reviews. But thank you for watching my book review today. This is Mr. V. Go enjoy reading.